Well, hey, good evening, guys and gals. I'm so glad that you made it out to Connect Group tonight. My name is Dominic Insenius. I'm the leader here at The Heart. And being in Connect Groups means that you are taking a step into what the mission and vision of this church has been from the beginning. And it's for us to step into each other's messes, to be there for each other, to be there with each other in this journey of life and this journey of faith. So I'm so grateful that you chose to be here today. We are in the middle of a series that we're in called Waymaker. And in Waymaker, what we're trying to do is figure out how we can partner with God. First of all, how we can see that God is a waymaker in our life and how we can partner with him to be able to see the way that he is making, to be able to trust him, to pray for him to make a way, and how we can partner with him on what he's doing in the city of San Marcos and be a waymaker with God for the kingdom of heaven here in our community, our city, our church. Now, this past Sunday, we had a message. It was week 3. And what we did is we went through the book of John, and I'll put the scripture up here in a little bit. And what we looked at is how the death of Jesus is what we normally talk about, but how can the life of Jesus affect us in a big way? Because Jesus said that he is the way. He was talking to his disciples, the people that were following him, and he said that you guys know where I'm going. And they said, we don't know where we're going. We don't know where you're going. So how can we know how to get there? And Jesus said that I am the way. Jesus said he is the way. So God made a way by giving us his son, Jesus. So for this first question tonight, what I want you to do, and if you want to read the scripture now, you can, or you can read it in a little bit, whatever you guys decide to do there. Like I said, I'll put the verse up on the screen here in a moment. But the first question I want you guys to talk through tonight is, I want you to think about a time, describe a time in your life where you felt like you were on the right path. So much of our life is we're trying to make the right decisions and make sure we're going the right way and doing the right thing and making the right move. So talk about a time in your life where you felt like you were on the right path, you were making the right moves, you were doing the things that you thought you were supposed to be doing, and you were on track, and how that felt. Maybe describe kind of what was the situation there and how that felt, how you felt during that. So let's take a few minutes to talk through that together and see what you guys think. All right, now, if you guys didn't already get into it, I want to kind of look at the other side of that. Because in this journey of life, there's ups and there's downs. And so, if you're brave enough for this is going to take some bravery. And I know not everybody gets a chance to share, not everybody wants to share, and that's okay. In these groups, you're welcome to share if you want to, and you're welcome to just sit there and be a part of the conversation. Just listen if that's where you're at in your journey. There's no pressure to do anything. Now, for this question, though, what I want you to do is take some time to think about and describe when is a time in your life where you felt like you were making the wrong decision, or you can look back and say that was the wrong move to make. I was not on the path that I should have been on, and how that felt when you realized that, and how you feel now. Maybe that was years ago, decades ago, and things have happened, things have changed. So how did you feel about it when you realized it was the wrong move, when you were making that decision, and maybe how you feel about it now? Have you had time to reflect on that? Do you still feel like that was a bad decision to make, or do you feel like you have grown from that? Whatever it happens to be. So let's take some time to dig into that, and let's be brave and be bold and share from our hearts. So let's do that together. All right, now for this third question, what I want you to do is, if you haven't read the verses yet, let's read those. It's John 14, verses 1 through 7. And what I want to know from you, in your opinion, is a lot of these things, we're not Bible scholars. Maybe you are. I don't want to say you're not if you are. Most of us are not Bible scholars. I am not. What I want to know from this is, in your opinion, what do you think Jesus is trying to say to the people that are following him? And maybe if we can read it as if we were there, what would we think he is saying to us? So many times in the Bible and in these stories, we hear Jesus telling people something, and it seems very vague, or it seems like he's trying to make a point but not being direct about it. So, judging what he says here, verses 1 through 7, what do you think he is trying to say to the people that he's in front of? So let's take some time. Remember, we're not here to argue with each other. This is kind of your opinion, and we're here to understand more of each other. We're all coming from different backgrounds, so we're going to have different views on what this is. So let's take some time to talk through our opinion, and let's see what you guys think. All right, now as we wrap up tonight, what we want to do is look for a way that we can apply this into our life. Okay, where when we read through the Bible, or come to church on Sundays, and maybe you don't come to church here, you don't have to go to church here to go to church here. You're still welcome to be a part of all of this, even if you never come to the Heart or don't want to tell people to go to the Heart. It has nothing to do with that. but we're all on this journey of faith. And in this journey of faith, like I was saying at the beginning, is there are so many times in our life where we are looking for the right path. We're looking for the right thing to do, the right decision to make, the right move to make. And so what I want to be able to do is I want to challenge you is how will you change your perspective? How will you take a step out of looking for the right way and maybe let yourself see that God has already given us the way, that the person of Jesus is the way, the life of Jesus. Sometimes we're looking for the path and all we have to do is open our eyes and see that God has already given us the way. We're looking for the way and God has already given us the way in the person of Jesus. So what can you do this week? What do you think you're going to do this week that will allow you to shift your perspective from constantly looking for the right thing and seeing that focusing on Jesus is the way to our connection with the Father? So let's take some time to talk through that. And this is going to be the last question for tonight. So I'll leave you with this. But I want you to know that this Sunday is our Waymaker offering. And I hope you've been praying about this with us. We're praying for and expecting and believing for $50,000 to come in so that we can use those funds to go right back out into our community to partner with these amazing organizations that are doing great things in the city of San Marcos, and to be able to grow and build the leadership, not only within the heart, but within our community, within our city. What God is doing is so much bigger than us. What God is doing is so much bigger than the heart. And it is our goal and our vision and our hope that through this Waymaker offering, we are able to partner with God with what He's doing in the city, and to make a way for more people to grow in their leadership, and to make a way for these amazing organizations that are already reaching out to people that we could never reach, that we are making a way for them to do more good for this city. So I hope you can join us on Sunday, the 8th. Remember, we have one experience at 10 a.m. So it's a great time to invite somewhere. We're going to have one unified experience. We'll be able to all be there together. Maybe you'll meet someone new. Maybe you can get a phone number and make a friend that you didn't know because they were coming to a different experience. It's going to be a great time. So I hope we can see you there this Sunday, December 8th at 10 a.m. All right, love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you soon.